big food, corporations, what they are absolutely fantastic at is making food very, very, very pleasurable. And especially when you combine, let's say, carbohydrate and or sugar and fat and salt, and you make it soft. This is an almost magical combination, which flips so many switches in our brain thinking, oh my goodness me, this is the best thing ever, that you are very likely to want more of it and eat more of it. And of course, that's exactly what those big food companies that make these products want you to do, because then you buy more from them, they make more money. And if you literally then think, well, okay, when in our ancestral kind of human evolution, could we ever find foods which were sweet or carbohydrate rich, and also at the same time rich in fat, and also at the same time rich in salt and soft? And if you sit down and actually try and say, write down one example of that, I think you'll find there aren't any. Can you not just resist those foods? Well, probably not, because we are evolved to basically seek out those foods, because if you can find such a wonderfully rich source of energy, then your brain's going to think you've done a marvelous thing. You've helped guarantee your survival, which is tough when you're an evolving human. Now we're exposed to that just being always available everywhere. And we don't really have defenses against the epidemic of people living with obesity and overweight. It's less about willpower, frankly. It's more about the food environment. You can look at what you have in your own home, because if you have, wagon wheels and Yorkie bars and whatnot in your own home, at some point, you're going to eat them. Whereas if you don't have them, you've introduced a barrier between yourself and that temptation, which means you don't actually suffer from having to use your willpower. Some of it is about manipulating your own environment, I would say, for sure. Another part of it maybe is, I think the point you were making there is, if you want to eat more soon after you've eaten, then there's something there about the satiety, the satisfaction you get from the food you eat. Now, the weight loss meds like Wegovy, Ozempic, Mounjaro, retatrutide, which is a newer one, they are very effective at helping kind of reduce your appetite, with some notable risks which comes along with that. And what you can do actually is you can choose foods which are going to provide you with greater satiety. You can even choose foods which naturally stimulate your GLP-1, which is kind of the same mechanism of action as targeted by these weight loss meds. Not to the same level of effect by any means,